Arithmetic series, question 2. How are these three formulas for arithmetic sequences related? S of n equals to n times t1 plus tn divided by 2. S of n equals to, that means sum of n terms in a sequence, which is arithmetic sequence, is n times within bracket 2a plus n minus 1 times d divided by 2. And this is the nth term of arithmetic series. Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 times t. Okay? Think about it. Now, the idea of giving this question here is for my students to understand these three basic formulas which will be used for arithmetic series. In fact, these are the only three formulas which will be used for arithmetic series. So it's a good time to understand them and see when to use them and how to use them. So if you get hold of this, then I think you can do any question on arithmetic series. I hope you remember in question number 1, we explained you how to find sum of n terms of arithmetic sequence, right? And sum of n terms is n times t1, which is the first term, plus tn, which is the last term, nth term, divided by 2. So if there are n terms in arithmetic sequence, then sum of these n terms is addition of first and last times multiplied by half the number of terms in the sequence, which is n over 2, right? This part we understood in question 1. If you still have any doubts, I think you should again watch the video of understanding this formula first. That is our question number 1 on arithmetic sequence, and then come to this one, okay? Now, when I was explaining you arithmetic sequences, then I explained you something about a part of this formula. A is our first term, right? Like T1 and A are same things. N is number of terms and D is common difference. Common difference, let us recall, in any arithmetic sequence, successive terms have a common difference, and that is constant. Only then that sequence is called arithmetic sequence, right? So the next sum of terms of arithmetic sequence is given in terms of first term and the common difference, knowing how many terms are there. Okay? Now the third formula which we have here is Tn, which is a general formula for nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So nth term of an arithmetic sequence is first term A plus n minus 1 times common difference D. Correct? So basically you understand these formulas individually. Sum of n terms of arithmetic sequence which relates first term with the given last term and the number of terms. This one is sum of n terms of arithmetic sequence which relates first term with number of terms and common difference. So if you know the common difference, you should use this formula, and if you know the first and last term, you should use the first formula. So that is where these formulas should be used. Right? Now let's see how they are related. I'll show you a relation between these formulas just now. Let's split this formula Sn, the second one. So I'll write it like, I'll rewrite this formula Sn, right? So I say Sn equals to n times, we have 2a. So I'm writing 2a as a plus a. So I'm writing this as a plus a, right? And then I have plus n minus 1d plus n minus 1d bracket close divided by 2. Do you see that? I have just written this formula. Is it okay? Same. The only thing which I did was, instead of 2a, I wrote a plus a. Do you see that? 2a is a plus a. Perfect. No magic, right? It's general maths, right? So n times a plus n minus 1d. Perfect. That's my second formula, right? Now, look at it more carefully. Tn. What is Tn? A plus n minus 1d. So I'll write this Tn as a plus n minus 1d. How about this? A plus n minus 1d. That is Tn, right? And what is A? A is our first term. A is our first term, right? So I could write this as n times A is first term, so I can write this as T1 plus all this is Tn, right? Writing Tn divided by 2. What do I get? I get my first formula. Do you see the relation? How there is the same thing written in different form. Do you agree with me? That's how you should be looking at it. It's exactly the same thing. Nothing new. We have just given you these three formulas so that depending on the situation, you can use the one readily, correct? You don't have to, find the nth term and then use this formula, correct? If you know the nth term, then use it. Otherwise, use this formula. That is so simple as that. So I thought it very important for my students to first understand the formulas they are using, when and where, and how. Probably these three questions are answered here in question number 2. If not, look into the video, watch it again, okay? And if you have doubts, put your comments. I'd like to explain you that, because before moving on with arithmetic series, it is most important for you to understand your basic formulas, without which you can't do any question, okay? So understand this and then move on to the set of questions. So I hope I have made you understand how to derive this formula, and how all of them are interconnected. And we will now explore more questions to see how we can solve problems related to arithmetic series, okay? And I'll have a similar session on geometric series also, so that you become masters of sequences and series. Thank you.